Aggression is a common behavior issue in cats. The consequences of this behavior can be quite dire, as it can cause severe injuries to other cats, animals, and humans as well. A report even estimates that 27% of the cats surrendered to shelters were because of this unmanageable aggressive behavior. Therefore, it is very crucial for cat owners to know the reasons for this aggressive behavior and the ways to manage this behavior. Young cats and kittens that were not raised with their litter mates and didn't got opportunity to play with other cats generally show this type of aggression. They learn how to play appropriately during the time spent with other litter mates, and this is an important part of their socialization. We know that cats are hunters, and even kittens during their play stalk, chase and pounce over each other. Cats raised with litter mates learn during the play that if they will scratch and bite other cats too hard, they will stop playing with them. Therefore, they learn to control the intensity of biting and scratching. During these play sessions, they also learn not to inflict injuries with their claws. Cats who are raised alone do not receive adequate socialization lessons and generally develop play aggression. Cats displaying play aggression will often hide and will then pounce from the hiding spot when the target passes by and scratch the target even if it is their owner's feet or hands. Let us look at the ways to manage play aggression in cats. To manage play aggression in your cat, you must know when your cat becomes aggressive and also her hiding places from where she can pounce on you. First thing that you should do is to deny her access to the hiding places where she hides before pouncing. You can even put a bell in her collar that will tell you about her whereabouts. Never punish or touch her during this phase, as she will become fearful of you and this may promote further aggression in her. You can redirect her focus by startling her. Startle her by a blast from a can of compressed air or by squirting her with water from a spray bottle. Keep in mind that your goal should never be to scare her, but to distract her so as to refocus her attention. Walk away and ignore her during her aggression. This will teach her that inappropriate play aggression results in unwanted consequences for her. And you also stop playing with her when she becomes aggressive. To reduce play aggression in your cat, you can take these steps. Provide her with a number of toys and observe her preference of toys. She may like to play with small toys like balls and fake mice, or she may prefer to stalk, chase and pounce on the toys that move like prey. Once you know her preference, provide her toys that she likes or prefers. Spend at least 15 to 30 minutes a day with your cat to play with her. You should direct the play away from you. You can use long dangly toys or throw away toys to play with her. Don't encourage her to play with your hands, fingers and feet. Your wiggling fingers may entice her to play with them and she may even consider them as toys. Don't use toys that teach your cat to play with your hands, such as gloves with balls hanging from the fingers. If you do so, your cat will be encouraged to direct his play at your hands and she won't understand that it's okay only to attack your hands when you are wearing the toy gloves. While it may be a fun when she is a kitten, as her biting will not hurt much, but it becomes really painful and dangerous when she grows up. Training messages should always be consistent throughout your cat's life. So never use your hands, feet or any other body part as a cat toy. If you don't want your cat to bite you when she is upset, then teach her that biting a human even during playtime is not acceptable. Be consistent in your messages and it will really help to manage this behavior in your cat. If your cat likes to grab your feet as you go up and down the stairs or hide under things and attack your ankles or legs as you walk by, then it is advised to carry toys with you and throw them ahead of you to redirect her attention. Encourage her to focus on chasing the toys instead of attacking you. Do not physically punish your cat for rough play. She may perceive your actions as play, and this action of yours may even encourage her to play more roughly with you. Or she may become scared of you and may become defensive in front of you. When you observe that her play is getting rough, immediately leave the play and go into another room. Never pick her up to place her in another room, as this will provoke aggression and biting behavior in her. Instead, you should leave the room to train her that this kind of behavior is not acceptable. Even if your cat grabs your hand with her teeth, don't pull out your hand from her mouth. Because if you do this, it will fuel her feeling of being a predator, and pulling away your hand will trigger her to bite you even more. Instead, confuse or startle her, which will cause her to loosen her hold on your hand. Once your hand is set free, immediately stop the play and ignore her. This will train and teach her that such act of hers can end the game. Another reason for your cat developing play aggression can be a boring environment. While it is safer for a cat to be kept indoors, but she gets bored in a confined environment when she doesn't have much to do inside the home. You, as a cat parent, should enrich her environment and create opportunities for her physical and mental stimulation. Provide her with her favorite toys when she is left alone. Further, provide her with a window seat so that she can explore the outside environment. Enrich and stimulate her mental health with food puzzle toys. It will satisfy her playing desire and will reward her with her favorite food at the same time. You can even consider adopting another cat if you have long working hours. Cats learn playing and socialization skills with their litter mates. But be sure to properly introduce her with her new litter mate.